Hey everyone, welcome back to Code of the Row. In today's tutorial, we're going to dive deep into one of the most fundamental classes in Unreal Engine 5 C++, the AActor class. This is a new series I'm starting to go into the specifics of classes in Unreal Engine 5 because I believe everyone who uses Unreal Engine 5 should really take the time to learn the programming aspect because of how optimized and performant friendly it is and how limitless it is compared to blueprints. There are so many things in C++ you can do that are not yet exposed to blueprints, so let's go ahead and get started. Whether you're starting out or you're looking to solidify your understanding, this video is for you. By the end of the video, you'll not only understand what AActor is, but also learn how to use it efficiently in your C++ projects. So let's go ahead and get started. So what is an AActor? In Unreal Engine, an AActor is the base class for all objects that can be placed into a level. It's the foundation of all gameplay objects, including our characters, items, and even the environment itself. If you can see it, interact with it, or manipulate it in the game, there's a good chance that it's an AActor, or a subclass of AActor. So now let's jump into Unreal Engine 5 and create our very own class derived from AActor. This will give us hands-on understanding of how to work with actors in C++. So in my Unreal project browser, I'm going to click Games and create a C++ class or a C++ project, and I'll just call this something like CPP Learning and hit Create. And I'll start from a blank project and hit Create. And now with my project open, I'm going to select Tools on the top and create a new C++ class. And let's choose an actor. So now I'll hit the next button down here to go to the next step, and I'll call this MyActor, and I'll hit Create Class. And once I hit Create Class, it's going to open up Visual Studios and create two files for me related to this MyActor, which is going to be a .h, which is a header file, and a .cpp, and a .cpp file, which is our C++ file. So you see on the bottom, my Visual Studios has opened. And now we see our two files, and let's go over the myactor.h file. So let's start off with the top, which is our hashtag pragma once. So think of this as a safety feature. It makes sure that this file is only included once when the game is being put together to prevent any confusion. So basically when this is being compiled. Each of these hashtag includes adds some basic tools we'll need to work with Unreal Engine. So for example, core minimal.h is our very basic tools to work with Unreal Engine, where game framework slash actor.h is a tool that lets us work with actors, which allows us to make anything exist in our game world, like characters, trees, doors, and so on. And for the myactor.generated.h, this line tells Unreal to automatically create some extra code behind the scenes that it needs to make everything to work smoothly. So we don't have to worry about this part just yet. And then next you'll see a U class. This line tells Unreal Engine, hey, this is a special class that the game engine should know about. It makes this class usable in your game and in the editor. And now we see this class CPP learning underscore API myActor public AActor. So let's go over the class. So this is where we define our blueprint class. This CPP learning underscore API, this is something Unreal Engine uses to manage the code in your project. MyActor is the name of our blueprint. It's like naming a recipe so we know what we're making. And public AActor, this part means let's start with everything that an actor can do, and then we'll add our changes. So the generated body part is basically, okay, Unreal, you take care of setting all the basic stuff up. We need to make this class work. And now this myActor under this public is our constructor. This is like the setup function. It runs when we create an instance or a copy of this actor in our game. We can use it to set up initial values like this character starts with 100 health. And now this myActor under this public is our constructor. This is like the setup function. It runs when we create an instance or a copy of this actor in our game. We can use it to set up initial values like this character starts with 100 health. And this virtual void begin play override. So this function is like a start button. It runs when the game begins or when this actor first appears in the game. You can use it to do things like when the game starts, move this character to the starting point. And finally, we have this virtual void tick float delta time override. So this function runs over and over again, many times per second. It's like a loop that keeps checking or updating things. You can use it to do things like keep moving the character forward or check if the player pressed a button. Now let's go over our myactor.cpp file. So for the C++ file, this piece of code is actually what makes your actor or the thing you defined to do in the first file do something when it's created and while the game is running. So the hashtag include myactor.h, which references this file, is basically telling Unreal, hey, remember that blueprint we made in myactor.h? Let's bring it in so we can actually build and use it. And as we stated in our myactor.h, this is our constructor. And we also have one here called AMyActor. And this function matches what we have right here. So this special function is called a constructor. It's like a setup phase for your actor. Whenever you create a new instance or a copy of this actor in your game, this function runs first. So this part, the AMyActor : just says this function belongs to the AMyActor class. And then this part, where it says AMyActor with parentheses at the end, is the name of the setup function. So inside the constructor, we have this primary actor tick.be can ever tick is equal to true. So this line tells the actor, I want you to update or tick every frame in game. The screen's updated many times per second, which are called frames. And this line makes sure our actor does something on every one of those updates. So think of this line as a switch that says, yes, I want my actor to be active and do something every frame. And now let's see our void AMyActor begin play. So this function is called when the game starts, or when the actor first appears in the game. It's like the go button for your actor. You would put code here if you want something special to happen as soon as the game starts or the actor shows up. And the super begin play, this line means do all the regular startup stuff that any actor would do, and then you can add extra things after that. And this void AMyActor : tick float delta time, this function runs over and over again many times per second during the game. It's where you put any code that you want to happen continuously, like making an actor move or checking if something's nearby. Delta time is just a fancy way of saying, here's how much time has passed since the last update. You can use this to make sure things happen smoothly over time. And this super tick delta time, again, this means do all the regular update stuff and then you can add your own code. So let's go ahead and add some code to this. So in your .c++ file, so we're only going to be playing with the .c++ file. We don't really need to add anything in the myactor.h file for the next few examples. So let's go to our constructor called myActor, AMyActor. And under our primary actor tick, we're going to add some code here. So I'll hit enter to create 2 lines, and I'll do / and write add your own code here. And everything in green after our / is just a comment and will not be picked up by Unreal Engine as a script or a program. So this will be ignored when compiling and running this code. So I'll write, for example, let's set a default value for a. Also, if you plan to share your code with others, then writing comments can be very useful to help readability and help other users know what is doing where. So I'll write int my number is equal to 10. And we're initializing an integer called my number and setting it to 10. And now let's do a UE_log, and we're going to call a log temp, and a warning text will be constructor my number is, and then we're going to write %d. And then after the first parenthesis that shows up, I'm going to write comma and write the variable my number. Don't forget your semicolon at the end or else you will get issues. And I'll hit save. So the UE log is a simple way to print messages to the output log. So if I go back to my Unreal Engine, you'll see down here on the bottom left, there's an output log right here. And then we'll write log temp, warning, and text. And in our quotes is exactly what's going to be printed out as a text, as stated here. And %d, it's a placeholder used in C++ and many other programming languages to format and insert an integer value into the string. So when you use UE_log or similar functions that deal with strings and variables, %d is replaced by the integer value that you provide. So this is replacing our number as 10 as the string 10, which is going to be inserted into our quotations here. So this is exactly what will get printed out. And now I'm going to go ahead and close my Unreal Engine project, but leave my Visual Studio open. And here's why. So I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to right click this CPP learning and click clean. And now on the bottom, you'll see your console, you'll see the output cleaning our project, and it'll say clean completed at a certain time. And then I'm just going to right click and click rebuild. And this will recompile our code and rebuild our code as well. And now after this is done, I'm going to hit on this local Windows debugger, and this will be disabled while your code is rebuilding and so on. So we need to wait until our output is completely done. And now that it's done rebuilding, I can click on this play local debugger, local Windows debugger, and you're going to see that it's going to be launching my C++ learning project as stated here. And now once this is done, you'll see a new folder show up called C++ classes, and I'm going to click CPP learning. And now I'll drag this CPP or this MyActor that we created into the level. And this is just so that we'll see our output log actually take effect, because only everything in this world that we have will affect our output log. So I'll hit play to begin to play the level in this viewport. And now since we dragged that MyActor, which I can search in the outliner over here, MyActor, and I'll hit tab to just reveal my mouse, or I'll hit the tilde key to show my mouse, and then I'll click output log. And now if you scroll up, you'll see the log temp warning that says constructor, my number is 10. And that's a very simple tutorial on learning about AActors in Unreal Engine 5 using C++. Thanks for watching Code of the Row. Like, subscribe, comment below what you want to see next. If you want to support my channel, feel free to check out my Patreon in the description below. And thanks for watching.